And just look at this beauty. Look at that. Who would have known that you need not just one, you need two, and actually three. Hey Mercedes.
In order to use this function,
She doesn't want to talk to me. She knows I'm a BMW fan. The non-copyright music doesn't match with this, but it works. It works, neither does. So if you guys are wondering what kind of engine runs this beast, 0 to 100 in 6.2 seconds. I don't know if we've mentioned this, but actually there's... What the hell is that? How am I going to fly? This is the 2025 Mercedes E300 AMG. And valued at 335,000 dirhams, this isn't just a car, it's a statement. And of course, you got the AMG looks, you got the comfort of an S-Class, and you've got more tech that will make your phone feel very outdated. So, is it style over substance? We're gonna deep dive through its exterior, interior, performance, and ultimately, if this is worth their money or not. Now, first impressions, this looks like an AMG, which it is, but it's actually a mild-mannered E-Class with AMG trims. So first things first, just in case you might be getting hit by the car, the first thing you will see is actually the AMG bumper, which is the usual sporty, classy look. And if you want to feel like Batman, this is actually the perfect car for you because the headlights, the LEDs specifically, project AMG logos on the road while you're driving. Can it get any better? Then you come here, you come and get a bit closer, you find the diamond chrome AMG grille. And just look how fantastic this looks. Even though, yes, it is made out of plastic, but still elegant. Going on to the wheels, right? Here we have glossy alloy wheels. These come in two options, which is a 19-inch or a 20-inch. Before we go to the back, we have actually the AMG side skirt. As you can tell here, it has the chrome lining. And yet again, this car has chrome everywhere and it just looks fantastic. And usually I would hate on chrome, but it just looks amazing on this car. So coming to the back, here we have dual exhausts. I mean, you can't have a car like an E300 AMG not have chrome and still looking so sporty and luxurious in the same time. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's just assume you're driving late at night and it's quite dark outside and you want to make sure that the person behind you still knows that you're driving a Mercedes. Just press on the brakes and you'll have the Mercedes logo there, like the Mercedes logo here and in the front and also on the sides and inside and everywhere. Mercedes everywhere, man. All right, so step inside and just look at this beauty. Look at all of this tech. So we got a 14.4-inch screen, and that's, I don't know if that's including the passenger screen. Look at that. Who would have known that you need not just one, you need two, and actually three, if you're including the digital cockpit. Let's just get right into it. Look at this tech. Of course, we've got the newest infotainment system where you can connect your devices. You have Apple CarPlay. We're actually gonna check how that is gonna look here. And let's get right into it.
voice control for this service. Please check your Mercedes Me settings.
Hey Mercedes.
In order to use this function,
She doesn't want to talk to me. She knows I'm a BMW fan and she doesn't want to talk to me, but it's okay. Let's skip. Mercedes, stop please. Anyways, we go into it. I feel like one of my favorite features that I actually just discovered is when you go in comfort and you go position seat automatically. So I'm gonna adjust it for my height. So it says here height. So I'm gonna put 183 or 184. Let's just say 184, yeah. But anyways, let's just mess around with the seat, with the steering wheel as well. And then when you look at here and you press start positioning, look what happens. That's absolutely crazy. It readjusts for my height perfectly. Right now, I've never felt more comfortable in a driver's seat in my entire life in any other car because literally it gave it perfectly to my height. Everything is distant, like the distance from my hands to the wheel is perfect. My foot as well, the comfort I have is absolutely insane. Let's get more into the seats now. They have article leather stitching. Look at this. It just feels prestige. You feel the luxury and you smell it too. Here we got, of course, enough space. We got USB Type-C actually. We have not only two here, we have two also here. So you never run out. And we got 64 colors for ambient lights, which is absolutely insane. I can't even name you more than 20 colors. Yeah, I can't even think. 64 colors? Wow. I can't even tell you the rainbow. But anyways, how do we access that? We go into comfort, we go ambient lighting, right? Then we go into color. We have multicolor and monochrome. So let's check out the multicolor options here. We have multiple options. We have a lot of different options. Let's see this. Jungle green, they call this jungle green. So if we go to monochrome, which gives you actually every single color that you could ever think of. And actually, it has it right here, 64 colors. Now that's absolutely crazy. Pretty cool. And then there's also effects, sound visualization. So ambient lights visualizes the music currently being played. Oh, we have to test that. We have to test that out. Wait, music for YouTube. This is Candyland. Let's turn it on. Is there anything happening to the lights? Ah, it is. Look at it. Let's change the color.
We're changing to turquoise.
The non-copyright music doesn't match with this, but it works. It works, neither does. I don't know if the camera will see this, but of course we have a heads-up display where we can actually see the map, the speed, the time, everything, and it's actually is very big. But it's not too distracting to the point that you won't be able to see the cars in front of you or potentially distract you to potentially crash. So it's actually perfect. And I think I said actually 7 times. I think we should put an actually counter in this video. Anyways, moving on from that, there's actually a camera right here, if you can see that, right there. And let's actually 8 times. Okay, let's try to access that, right? Let's see, how do we even get to it? Okay, so it can be on phone, can be on navigation, could be on apps, camera, there we go. So you go on apps and then you press on camera. So there's actually a camera right here. I don't know what it's for. I have no idea, but it's kind of cool. You could actually do your vlogs from here. Could you actually start taking a clip from here? Instead of recording me, record this while we're speaking to it. So we've talked about everything from in front of the car, but we haven't talked about what's up here. So as you can see, it's very open. I don't know what they call this, but we kind of have the entire top of the car open sky view. And I just discovered that actually if we want to open this, it's not just a button, you actually have to swipe. So watch this. Technology. Yeah, pretty cool. That's how you open it. And actually, let's go back to closing it. Boom. And that's how we close it. Just swipe. We have 0 buttons here other than down here for the hazard lights or to increase the volume, which honestly isn't even buttons. You have an option here, but on your steering wheel, it's also a swipe feature. So Mercedes did a great job with making sure that this technology is very updated. All right, so let's talk about the back. Look at this. We actually have quite enough space. Look at the knee. It's not hitting the front seat. And the head space on top, pretty cool. And I would say I'm roughly 183, 184 centimeters, so that's 6 foot. And if you don't believe me, with the McQueens, at least that's 6 foot. We have enough space. It could fit 3 people. And we actually have here our own control system for the AC. And it's pretty cool. Normal vents, amazing. Same stitching from the front and the back. Nothing to complain about. And of course, if we want some privacy or the sun's hitting a bit too much, we could just get that covered real quick. In the middle, we have some compartments. I don't know what this is for. Is this for your phone? Is it actually for your phone? So just in case you're an iPad kid and you'd like to watch your shows on your phone and lay down this way, you could do that here. Ah, there you go. So they just want it to be a bit fancy and make it a bit harder for you to bring out the cup holders. We have 2 cup holders here, and of course you have the outer ring to kind of show how luxurious Mercedes is. Right, still made out of plastic though, but cool. It's also, can we test this out? Do we have water? We don't have water, but we have our phones. Of course, it holds enough space. Pretty cool, pretty nice, and yeah. That's Mercedes for you. See you guys later. I'm gonna take this car on a drive. I'm gonna leave you here. No one's allowed in this car, other than me. Okay, see you guys later. Now we're taking this car out for a drive to test out its performance and its quality. So we already know how beautiful inside and outside this car is, but does it perform well? Let's find out. So if you guys are wondering what kind of engine runs this beast, it's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder pushing around 240 horsepower and 0 to 100 in 6.2 seconds, which is only a millisecond off to beating the BMW M530i. So get that, huh? Mercedes can't beat BMW in performance. So I'm happy to say that I'm a BMW fan. Other than that, this car does actually have a hybrid format. It doesn't have electric motors, but it does use some sort of energy to produce this certain horsepower. So this car produces 273 lb-ft of torque, which is pretty good for this car. I don't feel like you need much for a car this sophisticated, you know? I'm driving this car and I feel like my IQ doubled up already. So of course, we'd want to get to try all of these features that this car has. It does have cruise control, adaptive cruise control, which is very good. Lane assist, and can it drive for you? I guess we'll figure it out. If I just have to keep my hands on the wheel or not, or I could just like sleep when I'm driving, that would be wonderful, you know? Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
What's better, BMW or Mercedes?
Excuse me? In order to use this service, you need online voice control. Please check your Mercedes Me settings.
So it was scared to answer. Wait, I'm taking it as the car is already scared to answer what car is better. I don't know if we've mentioned this, but actually there's what the hell is happening? Am I going to fly? I don't know if we've actually mentioned that it has cooling seats. It actually has AC in your seats, and you need this in Dubai because it's so hot and you can't breathe if you're outside. This car is very helpful in that point. I think you should put it before you start sweating. Now, let's talk about suspensions, honestly. We're right now on a kind of rocky road where usually if I'm driving my car, which is an older model, I'd feel every single bump. But honestly, I haven't felt anything. It's just very comfortable and very smooth ride. What we should have done is probably got a cup of like coffee and put it on the car and see how terrible the suspensions would be. But I think that they actually perform very well. Such a smooth ride, man. Even though it has 240 horsepower, you still hear a little bit of something, which is pretty good. Because if you're just driving and you're hearing nothing, you might get bored. I'm a car guy. I love hearing cars rather than just sitting down hearing absolutely nothing like a Tesla. You know, you want to hear something. And speed bumps, this can handle it very well. And turns too. It doesn't feel like the car is going to flip in any moment, which is, you know, safe at least. It has adaptive lane assist. Actually, when I try to go merge to another lane without using my turn signal, it actually starts shaking, trying to warn you that, you know, you're going over the line, which is very good for safety measures. And to add to that, it has a 360-degree camera with AI integrated to help you figure out where everything is at, I think, at least. Or it shows you exactly what we were talking about here, the feature where you have a 3D model of that car right in front of me on my heads-up display, on my cockpit. All right, guys, so we're gonna end the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys subscribe, like, and share. And make sure to comment down below what was your favorite feature about this Mercedes E300 and what car you'd like to see next. All right, see you. Bye-bye.